Hi, I'm Courtney Snow, owner, and I am very excited to have all of you with us today for our inaugural Deck the Walls Wreath-Making event. I want to give a big welcome to everyone and thank you all for your patience as we tried to figure out this first event. It was really important to us to do something special for the end of 2020, try and give back to the community and spread a little joy. So I hope this is enjoyable for all of you and that you have grabbed some beer or wine or whatever you like, and that you will enjoy this. We are so grateful for our floral partner, the Country Heart Florist, based out of Northern Kentucky. She and her team were incredible in helping source real live greenery for the wreath. So hopefully it's making your home smell good and that this will be fun. And they will talk a little bit more about themselves later.
We're at the Country Heart Florist and Gifts in Alexandria, Kentucky. We're going to take a look inside. Kate and Kate are the owners of Country Heart. They have been in business for over 30 years. As you can see, we have more than just a florist. Here we have over 5,000 square feet of unique gifts for every occasion. One of the main things that we are most well known for here at the Country Heart is our wide variety of sympathy gifts. We have lanterns, stepping stones, flat bows, wind chimes, and so much more. Wide variety of Christmas decor for all of your holiday needs. We hope you enjoy creating your holiday wreath. If you want to keep it fresh and lasting long, be sure to spray it with water every other day. And if you want to know more about us, check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Country Heart.
If you have not been to Urban Artifact Brewery yet, you are missing out. It is in Cincinnati and they've got an amazing tap room. They also have, when it's nice outside, outdoor seating, but they are incredible down there, have amazing fruity and tart beers, and they will also be talking a little bit more about themselves later as well. And for our second giveaway, it is straight from Urban Artifact Brewery. I think 2020 and COVID-19 has taught us a lot about the importance of community and the things that really matter most. So we wanted to not only bring some joy to your families and your holiday season, but also make sure that we were thinking about those that have been hurt the most during this year and try and do something bigger than ourselves and give back. The year 2020 has unfortunately increased the homeless population and the need for support of that part of our community in the city of Cincinnati. Maslow's Army is run by an incredible couple, Sam and Susan, that have the biggest hearts and literally give the shirt off the back or the shoes off their feet to the people that need it. And they have been able to do so much just over the past few years and having more support from the city. And we wanted to do our part with all of you that registered for this event today to give back to Maslow's Army. So we are donating proceeds from this event to them. So wanted you to enjoy some fun, enjoy for yourselves, get some great giveaways, but also be doing something bigger than ourselves and supporting our homeless through Maslow's Army. So we're very grateful for them, what they do, and we're grateful for all of you. Our first giveaway is from us, CMC, the Cincinnati Mom Collective. For our giveaway, we are doing an exclusive Gem City Mama t-shirt that's gorgeous, as well as an insulated water bottle and a cloth face mask. We tried really hard to find a floral partner that could, first of all, supply the stuff that we needed, also to be able to try and time everything around their busy holiday schedules, and to try and have it be fresh, live Douglas fir and pine. So we are really grateful. We were able to get the wreath blanks. There is some tips that we will share on here. If you do want to in the future make your own wreath from the very scratch with just the ring and cutting up your pieces of whatever type of material that you'd want to use for your wreath. So we will share a little bit about that. Also, just in case anybody that's joining us just to watch and be involved and help support this, that you may be doing that at home yourselves. But the materials that we were able to get sourced were some beautiful wreath blanks and a bunch of different fresh and artificial decorations, and you may have went and bought some more of your own, but we'll be showcasing some different ways to make your wreaths your own, and to just make this fun and bring that sense of community. Now for a few wreath making tips. As you saw in that quick video just now, you will take one of those wire rings and you will cut down to size all the little branches and flowers, holly, decorative stuff, whatever you choose to put in there, and then keep going through that process. There are a couple examples of more of a spring wreath design that you can do, as well as the holiday style that we are doing. You take the floral wire and tie it on. You keep layering it all the way around. So it's a little more time consuming, but if you are in love with DIY stuff, this would be a great project for you to do and even involve the kids. We have a giveaway from Little Miami Brewing Company. They have some huge hearts and they love to donate to every cause they possibly can. So we're very grateful that they offered a $25 gift card to one of you lucky attendees. And so we will be announcing that, posting it in the chat, and make sure that we get that to you. But just glad that they were willing to help support this and help try and drive more engagement and registration so that we can help support the nonprofit that we chose.
Hey everybody, my name is Katie and I'm going to be showing you some ideas of how to put your wreath together. So if you got the supplies through us, you will have gotten this fresh wreath, and if you're looking at it and thinking, gosh, it looks kind of smushed, it's going to slowly start to unfold as you hang it. And remember, I know they probably told you when you pick this up, but you do want to keep this spritz with some water because these do still need some water to make sure that they last a little bit longer and stay nice. So you will have gotten the wreath, and then you'll have gotten this little bag that has some pine cones and some holly, and then these little floral wires in there that I have hanging on here. We're gonna use those to attach things, and then you'll have gotten this little bag that has some of these little holly berries and some ribbon in there. And if you are making your own wreath without using our supplies, I'm gonna show you some tips for that too. But the fun thing about wreaths is that you can really make them however you want. You can be creative and come up with your own design. I'm just gonna show you some ideas and how to attach things instead of showing you an exact thing you have to replicate, because I think that's the fun of it, is getting to create your own little creation. So if you are making your own, I'm gonna show you the back of this. To show you, as you can kind of see, they have this wrapped with wire to hold this onto basically a metal little frame. And I believe this is actually like, I'm not a professional, but I believe this is actually like for wreaths specifically. So if you don't have that, another thing you could do is use one of these little hoops, and then you can just attach your pine to it with some of the wire. You'll want to like put it on here, push it down here, put another thing on, wrap some more. You'll want to keep tying it along so that it's not too floppy, but all still attached to the ring. And then if you have other supplies, you have what you got if you got the supplies through us. Some other fun things you can add are things like these little bells. You can add some more little ribbon, some other ribbon, anything that you want to. This is kind of a fun creative project to get to do, but if you want to get started, I'll show you some ideas. So I kind of just put together one really quickly just to show you guys, but this is just one way to do it. So this wreath came with some pine cones already attached in there. I just added some extras over here with the berries. You can do them more sporadic and they don't have to be all in one place. You can do them however you want them. I also chose to take a ribbon and just tie it around it to hang it, but you of course do not have to do that. You could just hang it on the back by the wire here. You don't have to have any sort of ribbon hanging. You could put all of the big clump of stuff down here at the bottom. Instead, you can put it on the side, wherever you really want. So you can also add, you saw that I kind of tied the ribbon around the whole thing. Another idea is that you could take it and kind of slip it behind this little metal frame here and then wrap it around, and then you could hang it back this way too. If you're wanting a ribbon to hang it, like I said, you don't have to do that. You can definitely just hang it straight as it is. You can add ribbons. I'm gonna be completely honest, I am really bad at making those really fancy ribbons. So I can't show you how to do it because I am not very good. But I can make like a very standard little bow, which you could attach to. All sorts of fun little things that you can add. And I'm like, that doesn't look too bad. You could attach a more full bow if you wanted to. I know there's tutorials on like YouTube and stuff of how to make those fancy bows. I have tried them a million times. I consider myself a pretty crafty person and I cannot figure them out for the life of me. I will say those big fancy bows will work a little bit better with a thicker ribbon. You don't want to use something really thin if you are going to try that. So I'm going to show you how you can attach things to this wreath. So what I'm going to do is take like a pine cone. We're going to attach a pine cone. You can see that it's hanging on there. So what you don't want to do when you're attaching these wires is you don't want to put it on the end. You want to put it like in the middle so it's not going to slip and slide around. So if I put it in the middle, I can wedge it in there. You can't even see it on this side, and you can see that I can literally hold it without touching it. So you know it's going to be secure on there. It's not going to be sliding off. If you're putting on some of the red berries, this is another thing that you want to make sure you're not putting them. You don't want to put this on the end or it's not gonna stay on, as you can see. So you want to kind of try to put it in where there's like a little wedge, and then you can see how it's going to hold it on there a little better when you put it on like that. So to attach things to the wreath, you are just going to take the floral wire, that's a hard thing to say. You're gonna take this and wrap it around whatever you are attaching. Same thing goes for a ribbon if you're attaching a ribbon. If you don't have the wire and you're making it on your own, you can also use things like pipe cleaners. They work great, but if you're attaching the ribbon, you'll wanna loop it through there so you can attach it on, hold it on. Like I said, you pretty much wanna be able to hold it without having to use your hands. You want the wire to really hold on to it. So I am going to take my little pine cone that I've got here attached, and I'm going to take my wreath. And you just want to take it and pretty much figure out where you want to put it, and then you're just going to kind of stick these wires through. Whoops, apparently I didn't put it on very good, huh? Okay, let me stick these wires through, and then I will reattach my pine cone. Okay, so I'm going to stick that pine cone back in there. I'm gonna make sure I wiggle it all the way down so it gets to the middle so it's not gonna fall out. Oh, there we go. All right, so now you can see on the back side here that I have got this wire. And so this is where I'm going to want to almost like pull it tight. You don't want it super tight, but you want it tight so it's gonna stay on there and not be loose. And then I just twist it like you would like a little twist tie, like on your loaf of bread. So twist that up so it's nice and secure, and then you can trim these if you want. You can fold them in wherever you want to do. But now you can see that our pine cone is very well attached on there. So the same thing goes for these berries. I'm going to attach these to show you guys how you can put these on there. So remember, put it in something where it's going to grab, it's not going to fall off. You want it to stay on there without needing anything else. So I am actually gonna take this and let's see, I'm gonna put it over by this pine cone over here. So I'm gonna stick these through again. You can see them kind of coming through the backside here. Maybe you can, I don't know, they're pretty thin. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, pull it tight, wrap it around again, like I had there. And then you can see, and if you're like, oh, I wanted it here, you can still kind of move it once it's attached. They're still a little movable. So we've got this here. Oh, I got my ribbon all wrapped around me. So that's it. And if you know, like, maybe I'm looking at this and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I don't like that now. You can literally just take off that one wasn't twisted, so it came off really easy. But you can really just take it off and rearrange things and figure out where you want everything to go. So now I'm like, okay, all right, so now I wanna add some berries over to this one that I just put on. So you can see if you can stick it in there. It's not gonna stay as well if you don't put on its own little wire, but you can stick it in there. I have some of this in the back that I'm actually gonna loop around and twist around, so that way I know it'll stay on there a little bit better. So we got some more berries up there. You can see it's coming along. I'm gonna add one more little set over here. Let's see, I think I'm gonna have a ribbon up here. Let's do a ribbon up here. So I'm gonna add some berries down on this side again. So I'm gonna actually tie the two things together this time. So I've got my berries and my pine cone, and I am going to wrap these around. So I'm gonna wrap it around my pine cone, and then I'm gonna do one twist just to make sure it's safe on there. And then I'm going to sneak it in between these berries so that it will be attached. And, oh, got caught. There we go. And then I have this little kind of bundle to attach now. So I'm gonna twist that again before I put it on just to make sure that stays on there. And now I've got this, I am gonna put this down here and just fish those little wires through to the other side. And, oops, if I can get it, I'm gonna set it down and do it because I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tricky to do it holding it straight up. Okay, there we go. And I will say one thing when you're doing it, you don't want to wrap the wire all the way around like this. You want to stick it through, because if you wrap it around like this, it's going to keep your wreath like this, if you can kind of see that. And you don't want that. You still want to have these little sprigs coming off. So stick the wire through it and make sure that it grabs onto something instead of just wrapping the wire around. And if you wrap it around, you're going to see it instead of it looking a little bit more natural. So there, we got our little pine cone over here. Whoop. Got all sorts of stuff all around as it's coming together. All spread out. Like I said, you could do one little clump at the bottom or on the side, or even at the top. I'm just showing you how to kind of put it together. So what I am actually gonna do is take my little bow. Like I said, if you've got better bows, you can totally use that if you're a great bow tire. They have given you plenty of this ribbon so that you can make those bigger bows. And I am going to take this. Oops. And where did I put that other piece? I know I had another one. Oh. All right. Well, what I'm going to basically do is attach this right here. And then look, you have a beautiful wreath all put together. You can have it hang down. Another thing, a wreath that I have at home, I actually have our initial, our family last name initial, hanging from here. So you could do that. That's a fun idea of things to add. If you were gonna add the bells, I'll show you. I'll put it behind it so you can kind of see how that would look. You could hang bells on the bottom. And I will say, if you are doing the bells, you will want to hang it on the back of it. You're not gonna wanna hang it on the front, or else, like I said earlier, it will kind of smash all these branches together, which we don't really want. So I'm gonna take that off because I can't find the wire I need to attach it. But I will show you, you can just take this, loop it around here, and then have this to tie it up. and I'll show you kind of the finished piece as it's come together. You can see right there, we've got this beautiful little wreath. And like I said, you want to make sure that you do keep this watered because it needs water. It's a living thing. Even though it's off of it, it will last a little bit longer. As you guys know, with a live Christmas tree, you want to make sure that it gets some water. So use a little sprayer. You don't need to drench it, but it does need a little bit of water. It'll perk right up. You don't want to keep it anything super hot. These fresh ones, I like to put them on my door because I feel like they last a little bit longer because they're getting kind of that cold air instead of the warm air at home. You can keep it inside, it might just not last as long and it might need some extra water. So keep an eye on it. It does smell amazing though. And like I said, get creative when you make your wreath. We would love for you to share it on social media. If you do, tag us so we can see and we can share everybody's wreaths. And I hope you guys have fun, and I can't wait to see what you create. And like I said, don't worry, if you feel like you messed up or you want to start over, you can totally do that. Take them off, rearrange them, put it where you want them, and I'm sure it will turn out lovely. You can already see, remember how I said it's a little flat? I feel like it's already kind of starting to fall a little bit, just holding it up like this. So, looking pretty good. So another thing, the last thing is if you're making yours at home, it of course will take a little bit of while for you to attach all of the pine to it, but you can do that. If you are making at home, this is another way you can do it, is just with the wreath and kind of do it just like this one was, and just attach the pines to the bottom or like to the side or to the top, instead of doing all the way around. That's another idea. You could also do something with the fake greenery too, if you want it to last all year. This one had fake and real stuff in it last year, but I wanted to keep making it last a little bit longer, so it just has the fake stuff on there now. But you can get super creative, have fun, and I'll show you. So this is an idea, of course, with real greenery. If you want to do this, making your own. And then we've got this one. All right, so have fun, and I can't wait to see what you all create.
We have shared about Planet Dance on our social media and our website. We have some reviews on them if you want to check it out. But they are definitely not your corner dance studio. They are Cincinnati natives with a huge heart for our city, all genres of dance styles and music. And they are down in the little arts district right near downtown. And they have offered a 5-class card at an $80 value. They have an amazing kids club program. They have pre-professional apprenticeships, also adult classes, drop-in. They have pretty much anything that you would want to try out for you or for the kids. So we're very grateful for them for sponsoring one of our giveaways and donating this class card. Hi, I'm with my daughter.
Hi, my name is Adeline.
And how old are you?
11.
And whom are we making this wreath for today?
My grandmother.
And she and the ladies in her building always compete on who has the best wreath. So we're hoping to make this really pretty so she can show it off. You excited?
Sort of.
Yes. All right, so we have our Country Heart Florist things that they gave us. 20% off discount for any merchandise in their shop in Northern Kentucky. And then, do you want to see what we've got in the bag for fun? And we have our wreath blank. We also have some floral wire. It's already been cut so we can attach our decorative stuff. We've got some pipe cleaner over there for the ribbon and the holly. The green pipe cleaner down there.
No, they put that there so they can stay put.
Oh yeah, I think we can use it to attach to the wreath as well. So we got some pretty fresh pine.
We got the ramen hair up in here.
Oh, it does look like ramen hair. We got some holly pieces. Some of the fresh holly didn't want to hang on like we would have liked. Oh, we got that there. We have to figure out what kind of bows and stuff we want to make. You think we should do the ribbon stuff first, or should we put some of our flowers on?
I'm doing ribbon.
All right.
You can do flowers.
Okay, what are we doing with the ribbon?
Bows.
You make little ones, big ones?
Big ones.
Okay. This fresh pine smells so good. All right. Using some wire cutters for the extra artificial flowers that we got. Since these things have wire in them and regular scissors will not cut it.
Okay.
Literally.
I don't get it, but okay.
You know, like, you say like, yeah, that doesn't cut it, but then like literally I need to cut this.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna save half of these for when we make our own family wreath. How's that go?
Be one crappy bro.
Bow.
No, so if you hear our annoying cat in the background, oh well.
Yes, we did not let her play because she likes to steal the flowers. There we go. Got that part done. Oh, okay. So you said you wanted a lot of bows around?
No, I just want one at the top.
Oh, just one at the top. Okay. What are we gonna do with the rest? You want to wrap it around, or like wrap the bow around?
Tiny bow at the end. Big bow here.
Okay, this is gonna be the bottom, so we're putting. Do you want to tie any extra pieces to make it like a bigger bow, or no?
Take that crappy old thing right there.
Let's see what I want to start putting in first. I've got 2 red, 3 of these. Let me try. And see if I can pop these in down here. I hear the cat whining, but she's not coming out. Alright, let's see here. A couple of these. I think for these I might need to try and secure it.
There's the bow.
Ooh, I like it. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to do this carefully. And I just stick these in here. What's the other piece? Make sure that doesn't want to go anywhere. Okay. Ooh, real pine needles everywhere. Okay, and then that's there. Put one more in here. There we go. We got a little sprig of real holly. Tuck that in right there for a little texture. And then pine cones are going to need to go on with some floral wire so they don't slip off anywhere. around there. A few more pine cones here. So we could put 1, 2, and the final one down here. Make sure to let us know what fun ideas you have for your bows and anything else fun that you're adding to your wreaths. Okay. This bigger one, like they have little bits of white on them.
Trash. No, trash.
It doesn't have to be trash.
It is. It's real trash. I mean, it's literally. I don't like it. I don't like
Okay. Well, we might still be able to do something with it. Oh, glad these floral wires are cut long enough to get around here. I hear the wailing cat. If we let her out, she's going to just steal everything and run away with it. Our little COVID kitten.
COVID kitten.
She was our little coronavirus, COVID-19 kitten. Like everybody was adopting pets. We ended up with our little corona kitty. Alright. You feel the sticky sap from the fresh pine cones and everything. Alright.
Not really fresh. They've been here for like a week.
It's all like real. It's all real fresh pine. Oh, I see what you were doing. You were trying to...
But then it turned out terrible.
Ah, gotcha. That was a good attempt though. Oh, I forgot. We have holly berries to put in here, don't we? Beautiful. That one. And let's see here. Gold hints on the side. Let's see if I use this one. She's trying to break out of the room. We'll let her come out and say hi after we get this done. Can I see? I'm gonna need that, I think, for the bow. Let's see if I can get this in here where I want it. This one to go in here though. Make sure that's nice and secured. And then I want 4 of them. 1, here. I think that one might need. Oh, I think that is nice. Okay. And like this, let me just have these little gold tints on them. That'll go nicely with the ribbon. And then bottom. so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. The big bow. To attach with this. There we go. What's your favorite part about the holidays, Ed?
Monkey bread.
Monkey bread. For people that may not have had monkey bread, do you want to explain what it is?
Monkey bread.
You don't remember how to make it?
I just thought you'll cook it, then I eat it.
Yep, that's about right. Yes, when we take our round pan and we break up pieces of flaky biscuits. And we put them into little squares and dip them in butter and cinnamon sugar, lots of cinnamon sugar, and then bake in the oven, and it's all warm and gooey and delicious at Christmas time. That's my favorite too. Okay, it's coming together. Can I try and make it though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds like I think I'm out of the other decorative stuff.
Where's the wire?
Oh, I used the last piece of the wire, but we can use the, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't realize you had that.
Wires, please?
Yes.
So I can cut it
How much do you need to cut it though?
right here. So I can just stick it in the boot. Just get it ready.
Is it ready to go on here, or are you just trying to get that to stay closed?
No, I want it to go on the wreath.
Okay, we probably need the whole piece then,
Okay.
so I can get it around. Where do you want it? So if we've got
At the bottom.
at the bottom? Okay. So if we put it on the bottom, right about here? Okay. Ah, ooh.
Mom, you ruined the bow!
Sorry, I didn't realize that it was in there like that.
You're ruining my beautiful bow.
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to pop it a little bit. Okay, so that way it'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that one's just not in all the way, I don't think. Oop. There again. If we make it go that way, it'll stay even better. Okay. So you need to put it through, right? That does not want to stay on there, girlfriend. Let's see here. Get it to let us attach this. I was gonna try and do it through it, but I might have to hold it together. Put it behind the pine cone? Yeah? Okay.
Why do you put it underneath?
I thought you said behind the pine cone.
Yeah, I meant behind, not underneath. No, never mind.
Oh, careful. Oh, that's already attached. Where do you...
I'm gonna right here.
Underneath? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so let me see where we can attach this so it won't.
Excuse me.
Pleasure. Fresh greenery everywhere.
No, the reef made me sneeze.
I know, that's the fresh greenery.
Then I don't like greenery.
Alright. It smells delicious though.
You want to eat it? Okay.
No! I just want to smell it. I don't want to eat it. Okay. I just need...
Holiday, water.
Alright. It's not liking me very much. So I'm trying to figure out where it is so I can wrap it around something. Alright. There we go. There's one piece. Now where'd the other little piece go? I think that is securely on there. Okay. So you've got your big bow and your little bow. You like that? Okay. Alright, so you said I can make, should I make a little bow for each of these sides?
Sure, but they're hard.
Okay. Did I already cut some of it, or oh, this is just all the rest of it? Okay.
Wait, can I add a flower?
I was gonna save that for our wreath, but
Okay, fine, never mind.
possibly.
Never mind.
Okay, I was
You
gonna
already made your decision.
I mean, we can always get another
no,
one.
it's the mine. You already said it.
I mean, you want it like up here with the holly berries? Is that where you were going for it?
Yeah, sort of.
We have a red flower right here. Oh, see if I can get that down into the thing. Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, well, we definitely need a bow somewhere over here to balance out our red that we have going around. Alright, so let's try to make a bow. I like that you used a couple different approaches on your bows. Give people some ideas of what they can do. Love it.
How'd
Love
you
it.
do the ivy?
I've been making bows since before you were born, girl.
I'm struggling over here. Why can't you help me?
Because you didn't ask me to help you.
You're a mother. You're supposed to see, like, oh, my child's struggling.
I was trying to put the other stuff in. Do you want to try another one now?
No.
Yes. Okay. I'll show you how to do it. All right. So I'm gonna let you do this. Okay. So you take it, kind of bend it in a little bit like that. Make sure you have some pieces left over. Try and get it about even. And then you're just gonna hold it and fold it in. And then slowly we'll work on tightening it. Maybe try.
I ruined it.
You didn't ruin it. You can just carefully unpull it and try and do it again. you go. Yep. And then just slowly, yep, and then tighten it. Just a little one.
That's way cuter than mine.
Takes practice, girl.
Scissors.
You're gonna cut them off? Okay. I'll take one of those little pieces you left. Buttering on my bow here.
You're just showing off mom now.
Oh, look at that. It's so cute. I love it. I guess that'll work. Do I want to have any, do I want to leave these hanging down or should I put them in?
Sure.
Sure, which one?
Sure, you could put it in.
Put it in. Okay. Alright. Just long enough. Ooh, making it all fancy. Why are you putting everything in?
Says I'm a kid.
Okay. Ooh, very, very fancy. Use this to tie it to the thing. Beautiful. Give me the it's called.
This is going bye-bye. It's ugly.
We can just put it over it. Look.
It's going bye-bye. It's ugly. So we can use the wiring.
Okay, fine. I was gonna say we can attach it with the pipe cleaner.
I'm saving the pipe cleaner.
What are we saving it for?
Me.
Oh, okay. All right. beautiful little bow.
Why do you keep ruining my bows?
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to secure it. Oh, please come. There's just gold. Oops. I broke that. Are you sure we can't use the pipe cleaner?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I need it. Is there enough of the, I'm gonna put this now. Do you want to put it like here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe try.
Sneaky, sticky, sneaky swing. Snarl. Stop. Snarl. It's a snake with a worm. Snarl.
Okay.
Snake worm.
Very creative. Okay. I think that'll stay since you don't want to let us use the pipe cleaner. Okay, now let's see. You happy with that? Yeah. Okay. You sure you don't want any little bit of bow?
Yeah, good.
Okay. What's left of this? Any long parts or?
You can make that into a bow.
I was just gonna see if maybe we could just make it a little swirl thing that you could put underneath here. There we go. That way it'll tie in all the little ribbon things that we did. All right, we happy? Yay! High fives. For real high fives. Christmas joy, girl. Thanks. Yay! Hold it up a tiny bit more so we can see the whole thing. Oh, oh yeah, I like it. Ooh, you did a beautiful job. Do you think Grandma Snow is going to be happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be super jealous. We just need to make sure to remind her to spritz it with water at least every other day so it'll look beautiful all through Christmas. Thanks for your help, girl. Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Thank you so much for spending some time with us today. Hope you were able to get some great ideas and tips of how you can make your wreaths your own this holiday season, and hopefully have some fun with the kids if you want to. We've got a couple more to make for the family, so we're gonna play around and try some different things. But just want to let you know how much I appreciate every single one of you in our community and for what you bring to the sisterhood of being moms together, and also helping support those in need in our city. So hope you all have a wonderful rest of your holiday season, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.